Broadcasting live from sunny South Florida, and the best way to start your Saturday. This is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. And now your KMA crew. The man with the scoop, William Cooper. Alex the Goat Tavella. And always telling it like it is, Honest Abe Dababneh.
I like to smoke them like the Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my big cigar. My cigar.
Good morning to all our loyal listeners, libertarians, and lovers of the leaf. Honest Abe here, and we are broadcasting live, KMA episode number 604. And as always, I'm here with my trusted KMA crew, the man they call the GOAT, Alex Tavella. Our man bringing us news, always rumor and teaser free, William the Scoop Cooper. And joining us today is none other than the man up north, the Mountie, the surgeon, John McTavish.
Thanks for having me on, gentlemen.
Thanks for being on. Did you get yourself situated, Alex? A little technical difficulty this morning.
I think so. I mean, I went from 130 up and down to like 300 up and down in a restart, so I should be all right.
Oh, there you go.
Got to say, though, that I don't know about you, but at least this morning, the intro hit a little different. Did it hit a little different for you? Were you paying attention?
No, because I was behind on sharing it. I didn't even get to do it. Why did it hit different?
Just, Rico, the song. It just kind of hits different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my head wasn't even there. And that funeral is tomorrow for me, too. So.
Oh, gee.
Right, not going to be a fun weekend.
But not for that.
Yeah, we're behind you not being on, starting a show, and then I didn't get to share my shit. So I was like literally up until the last minute. In fact, I didn't finish sharing, but I stopped for now. But it's going to be an interesting weekend at the very least. I had a train of thought somewhere in my head, and I lost it with that question. Don't know. Can't remember. But, if you were getting 100 up or down, it should be all right. I don't know why. It's still not bad.
But I know. It should have been enough to that the way I was in there. But I don't know. Really, like the old VCR. Shut it off, turn it back on again, and see if it works.
Yeah, I'm almost to the point where I have my router and my modem set to reset every couple of weeks just for preventative maintenance.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it really is the best. That's why I don't leave my computer running ever. I shut my computer down every night.
Yeah.
I do too. I usually do too, yeah.
Abe's computer's been on since 2019.
Pretty close, accurate.
If he didn't have to get a new computer, it probably would have been
right.
Or restart it for a problem.
Right.
Just do it
5
once.
hours of updates pending.
That is so closer to the truth than you know. Well, listen, if you're out there, fans, and you're watching the show, thank you for joining us this Saturday morning. We ask you all a favor. If you think your friends and people you know may like our show, please share it on your personal page. Obviously, we're fighting the Facebook shutdown. You see, they hit a couple more of our sites in the last week, Alex.
I did. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, they hit a couple more of our pages. So yeah, Facebook's having the mass shutdown and doesn't want to recommend our pages to anybody anymore.
Throwing a tantrum.
So a good way to actually sidetrack that is maybe reposting the show on your personal page, and hopefully some of your cigar-loving friends may see it and join us here this morning as we try to kick off this weekend in a pleasant and fun way. What are we all smoking today, this Saturday morning? Let's share that to start. John, being up north, the furthest north out of all of us. Okay, Coop, you can start. You were holding it up. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just have
You seemed very excited about it. Go ahead.
I have my number 2 cigar of the year, the Tabernacle Night Commander.
Nice.
Yeah, I was joking in the green room. I thought I was going to be the bougiest guy here with the Davidoff Royal Robusto this morning, and then Coop busted out the Night Commander, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe not.
I don't know about that. I think
you're still up about $50 on Coop's.
I was going to say, I don't know if that makes you not the bougiest still. I think you still qualify.
Is that the Robusto, right?
It's the Robusto, yeah. Which
I actually like the Robusto better than the Salomon. Yeah,
me too. I smoked the Salomon, and I didn't enjoy the Salomon.
Sorry, I called it the Robusto. This is the week I've been having. It is the Salomon.
Okay.
Yeah. And the only reason I lit it up, just so you understand my bouginess, it is my birthday week. And so for my birthday week, I typically go back and light up like the, I go back and I'm like, okay, these are the Hall of Fame, Mount Rushmore cigars. And I just go through my collection and light them up because part of it's like On's Goat Week. And so this is my birthday Goat Week. So there you go.
Alex, you lighting anything up?
Yeah, I got Wawa coffee. All right,
so I'm lighting up one of these, see if any of you recognize it. In my wife's humidor again.
Oh, there you go.
Timeless.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the dinner? The dinner one?
That is the timeless
cigar. I really
that
like
is the timeless black. Yes, sir, it is. Where my wife had it in her humidor. I have
nice. So
TGS
3 years ago?
2023. Yep.
23, yeah.
Literally 3 years ago, about right now.
Yeah. That was a good one.
And thank you very much to the man who reminded me I have 7 weeks to the Great Smoke. So.
My God.
I don't know if you saw it, Abe. We booked you on our show Thursday.
Yeah, she asked me yesterday.
Yeah. So we're going to talk a lot about it. I know because it's a big
Cooper,
milestone.
do me a favor. Can you look at the private chat real quick? I need your help.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, when you're done with that, I texted you that image last night. Can you see if you uploaded? I might as well tease it tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might as well tease it.
If you're going
Might
to
as
keep
well
fucking,
tease it.
yeah, and that's a good enough image. I understand why you didn't.
Yeah, the box is still not here. So, anyways, look, if you're listening,
But this is but I'm saying, even if it was a factory shot, at least this is cleaned up a little bit.
Well, I cleaned it up a little bit. Background.
I know, but it's more presentable to at least show. You've been fucking talking about it.
So, if you're watching now, and I
just heart it. I don't want to heart it. I want to fucking download it. Nothing is working in my favor today.
If you know anybody who's a Fuente fan or anybody, a friend of yours who are coming and already got their tickets for the Great Smoke, we were going to, as a KMA, see, a KMA, you always get some props first to hear. We are going to release an image of the Arturo Fuente cigar that Carlito, the box, not the cigar, the box. The cigars are in there, but the factory photos really weren't good enough, and the cigars are in cello when they sent it to me, so I don't want to show the open box yet, but we're going to put up an image of what Carlito Fuente has created exclusively for Smoke Inn's 20th anniversary of the Great Smoke. This is going to be a doozy. You're going to hear it. You're going to see it here first. So we're going to get that up and going today too. So, John, what trend did you start? Oh, by the way, to the person, hold that thought. The person who asked me about the beeping last week, we did figure it out. So,
nice.
My son, well, he used to be able to use my laptop. He can't use it anymore. I banned him for life.
After last week.
Well, no, it wasn't even what happened last week, man. I opened up my laptop today, and I don't know if this guy went to a cafeteria. I'm still cleaning it up. I don't know if he went to a cafeteria and carried it while he was getting food in line.
Oh boy.
Or what he was doing, but I had opened to the most disgusting looking laptop. There's
crumbs and crackers and food. And
in the crevice. I can't. I'm like, what is the matter with you? Your girls. I don't know about you, Alex. You got 2 boys. My girls are. My son. My boys. Disgusting. My son is.
My
disgusting.
boys aren't really the problem so much. I'll tell you, this fucking dog though. He's something. My rug, sofa, and dog is purple and green right now.
What did he break into?
What happened?
Markers.
Oh.
Luckily, because I have a 4-year-old, they're washable markers.
Oh, that's
it's still fucking pain in the ass. I gotta sit.
Yeah.
The dog. I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm told him I'll let you be embarrassed. You can walk around green and purple like a fucking idiot for a couple of days until I feel I'm so mad.
Well, this is not a one-upsmanship, but it just reminded me that I've had a week from hell. So the one of the highlights of this week was Thursday. We had to rush our dog to the ER because we thought she got into my wife's medication, and the medication is super dangerous for dogs. Fortunately, she's a weird dog, because if it's food, she would have eaten it, but if it's not food, she doesn't have any interest. So she just chewed the crap out of the pill bottles. And she didn't actually have any pills, but that was emergency number 4 or whatever. Yesterday one of the fans in my lounge here just stopped working. And I'm like, I didn't even at that point, I was so beaten down from the week. I was just like, whatever. Who cares?
Whatever. Sometimes it's whatever.
Whatever.
In a moment.
Waiting
Well,
for my car to catch fire out front.
on that beautiful note of joy and great occasion, I see you posted it before we could say it. It was John's birthday this weekend. So happy belated birthday to you, John.
Thank you.
We
Appreciate
got
it.
some people trying to guess your age. 58. Jesus, Kerr.
Yeah, I don't know
Hey,
if
I'm
it's like-
58. Yeah, I'm the 58
That's
one.
rude.
Jesus, Kerr.
I like Tim's guess of 37. That's much better. Thank you, Tim. I always knew I liked you.
So how old are we actually now, John?
This is my 51st.
Oh, 51.
51.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's after the psychological trauma of actually breaking half a century.
Yes. Yeah. The reason why you have a big
I don't know
party
about
here,
you two, but it was like 50, like, what the fuck?
50
Yeah.
was rough.
Rough.
50
50
was
was
rough,
very
man,
rough.
mentally.
Yeah.
Like I said, we had people in the house to celebrate, but it was as much a moral support as it was celebration, because honestly, that one hit like a truck. That was the moment where I'm like, oh, I'm really up there now. Like I
That's
really
when you
can't.
start saying, man, I'm starting to die.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
literally,
Yeah.
that's what you start, yeah, man, I'm starting to die. Shit.
Oh,
I remember teasing my old friends saying, bro, how does it feel to be half a century and less than a third of your life left? You know, when you're young, you just
mhm.
make jokes and then you're like, fuck, what happened? I don't know.
It yeah, I don't know why. It's weird because as a kid, everything moves very slowly, right? Summer lasts forever,
Right.
year lasts
Right.
forever.
Yeah.
I don't know why it is that as you get older, things move faster, because you think you're seeing everything, you acknowledge everything, you're taking everything in. You think it would actually go slower as you get older, but
I think it's the
just not.
preoccupation. We have so much stuff going on
Mm,
as we get older between kids and work and this
Yeah.
and that. And time just runs by us because we actually don't have time to stop and look and appreciate the time. Like when you're a kid, you got nothing to do. God forbid you had to sit somewhere for an hour. It seems like an eternity.
oh my God.
Doctor's office or whatever it is. It just seems like an eternity. And then,
Yeah.
you know, now I sit
Yeah,
in the
that's-
doctor's office waiting for a doctor. I get 8 million texts, 2 million phone
Yes.
calls. And next thing
Yeah.
I know, fuck, I mean, I'm in there without even knowing what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
that's that's one of the things I used to be super tolerant of is lines and whatever. And now to the point where, like, if I go, so I went to buy dog food the other day and the guy didn't have dog food and he's like, hey, you want to, I'm like, no, I'm done with you. Like, I'm just like the 15 minutes it took me to get over here, the 15 minutes going to get me to take home. I cannot tell you how irritated I am that I just blew 30 minutes that I could have been spending on something else to make my life easier. And now, you know, on top of that, I got to still solve the dog food problem. It's one of the things, standing in line, showing up for an appointment and they're late makes me crazy as I've gotten older.
Well, you know, and I grew up with a dad who, if you were on time, you were late kind of dad.
correct. Yeah.
Oh, so it's,
Mhm.
oh, yeah.
Oh. Listen, no one's ever going to get mad at you. I mean, the joke is no one's ever going to get mad at you for being 15 minutes early, right? Like no one has ever said, what are you doing here so early? So if you know, when a doctor, I mean, I get it. Doctors are busy, but when a doctor's an hour late for a meeting or for an appointment, you're like, why did I even set an appointment if you're not even going to like,
Yeah.
I get fined, $50 for not showing up for my dentist appointment, but my dentist can be an hour late for the appointment. It's like, well, okay.
Now, I have
You know,
left, I've
Yeah,
left
go-
appointments when they're running late. I said, well, we're rescheduling this.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't like it.
So speaking of that, I had an appointment yesterday that ran late, and I was fucking super pissed about it. Super pissed.
Doctor's appointment?
No, worse, Abe, worse. So I closed on the refinance in my house yesterday.
Okay.
The fucking notary lady shows up 25 minutes late. No call, no show. Now, you know, okay, I'm in my house, but to her, a closing's a closing. I could have been trying to buy the fucking house with movers sitting outside saying, yo, we're going to fucking leave your shit because I can't get in the house. I'm like, lady, what do you? Oh, yeah, traffic. You didn't take the call? What the fuck? It's a closing.
Yeah, if only there was.
And it ain't we could be like, all right, it's running late. let's just do it Monday, because then the math all fucking changes on the closing numbers.
Yeah. But also, if there wasn't an app available in your pocket that told you exactly how long it took to get from point A to point B and how much traffic there was, like, come on, man.
Right. And it's the map even accounts for traffic. So you knew.
It tells you live traffic. It adjusts for live traffic to tell you how long it's going to take.
Let me ask you a question. Have you guys ever got the traveling Apple Maps detour?
No.
Well, yeah, on Google. Yeah.
On Google. See, you know what? And you know what I've come to learn? I've multiple times said, we'll be all right. I don't think so. I think it's.
Yes.
Hey, listen to the Apple Maps.
Listen to the detour. I always trust the detour.
See, I never trusted GPS though. That's my rule.
Me neither, Cooper. I got stuck for like 45 minutes one day. I said, okay, maybe I'll listen to it.
So I will tell you this. So I need to share a couple of things real quick. First off, my car doesn't come with any Apple Play or anything, so I've been forced to use Google.
Same with me.
I don't trust it. So multiple times it will route my shit, and then I'll check Apple Maps, and I will tell you when it comes to GPS, Apple Maps is smarter than fucking
Absolutely.
Google. Google's a fucking idiot. Okay. Secondly,
Waze is pretty good though.
Waze is good, but they got too much shit going on.
That's why I don't like
a lot of stuff going on. That's like a video game.
Hear about every fucking branch that's on the road. Yeah, it is too much.
Too much going on.
Too much interaction from people. They gave people too much power in Waze.
So I want to answer this because I missed it earlier, and this is important. Guys, before anybody asks a million thousand questions, please go to the TGS website. There's a facts page. It'll pretty much answer 99% of the questions you'll have before you get it. If you did not buy your own ticket, Jason, you need to get the reference number of your ticket from the person who bought it for you to access the TGS store. Okay. If the ticket exists in your account, it's real easy. You can just go to the Great Smoke tab on your account, and there's actually a link that says enter store right now. And you just click that and you go right into the store. And if you have a Great Smoke ticket in your account, I highly suggest you test that out and make sure you can figure out how to get in the store before February 4th.
Store open? Is the
store's open? Yeah, you can access.
That's what I'm saying. So you can test. You can go see, make sure.
You can definitely see the 3 releases, the other stuff.
But I'm saying this means you guys can take your and go and test and make sure you have it figured out to work. So the day of, if you're trying to get an exclusive product, when we drop them prior to, you're already ready to go.
If you don't have,
speaking of which, I'm ready with that picture. Right?
Yeah. If you don't have, I might save that picture to the top of the second hour. Keep them
second hour. Cooper, I don't know if I could do it, Cooper. I may just throw it up there.
Okay.
What a TGS tease right there. I tell you.
Everybody. I mean, this is a 3-week tease, and he's still got to squeeze another 20 minutes.
You got to torture these guys.
I still haven't finished sharing because I'm trying to do both at the same time, and we only have half the viewers that we normally have at this time. So I'm trying to bulk up the views too. Okay.
Well, there is the snowpocalypse too, so I'm sure you know.
In New Jersey, yes.
Yeah.
In Charlotte, yes.
They're supposed to get slammed.
The irony is I'm sitting in snow 101 here, and it's going to be like 45 freedom here for the week. So the polar vortex it's just where Calgary's situated. It's weird. We'll get polar vortexes, nobody else will, but then when everyone else gets a polar vortex, it skips the mountains and it sort of goes east. I laugh, but I know it's pretty serious for a lot of people. So, hopefully everyone
that's been down. Us with hurricanes for the last decade. I mean, that's all right. It's not hurricane season. I wouldn't have said that
but I hate talking
in the
about
bottom of the 8th. But I mean, listen, I don't. Well, there is a online theory, Abe, that says since we started sacrificing humans to the Brightline train, we haven't had a hurricane since.
Is that really?
Is that the script?
I mean, that's the online thing.
That's hilarious.
It has skipped a lot. It has weirdly veered because Coop and I talk weather all the time. So,
well, John is actually one of the meteorologists in the cigar industry. I always trust his forecast.
I do like seeing those hurricane pass, and they're like, it's going to go this way, and then it's going to veer sharply right, and I'm like, it's not going to veer sharply right. That's not what's going to happen.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not hitting a turn signal and busting a quick right.
Yeah.
Alex, were you in Philly for Storm of the Century?
That was the March. What's that? 90.
That was the one where they predicted like 35 inches of snow. And we got like 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The
those
weather
are-
guy who called that was literally run out of the city. John Bellaris.
Yes. You know, it's funny though. This is kind of early for up there.
Is it?
Just
It is.
Normally it's like March, late February.
Late
also.
February, early
You
March,
feel
yeah.
Like, okay,
Oh
we
yeah,
can-
you know
and
what?
then you get
Yeah, we get
slammed.
most of our snow in March. Yeah, we get
Yeah,
most of
for
our snow in March.
Yeah, it's a little bit. No, Cooper Show is a teaser-free show.
I tried,
That's what
guys.
was
I
waiting to
tried.
say. Not the wrong show there. That's Cooper's show.
I
We're
tried,
full
guys.
Four teasers.
Abe gets the call on this one. This is yeah.
All right, I think I'm done sharing the show to our regular groups. Okay. Yeah, that took a while. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I just bookmark it in my calendar. I have all the shows bookmarked in my calendar, and because I can't remember shit anymore. So
Tell you what, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if we have any still left. I gotta check. Smoking pretty good.
What are you smoking again?
Take a black.
You know what?
That was a good cigar. That was a very good release.
I don't know, Abe, because I think we did a
Thing with them,
cigar
but
of the
I don't know.
cigar of the month. I think we did a cigar of the month Christmas gift with them.
Maybe.
That usually
Oh.
wipes.
Maybe, but this is smoking really, really good.
Yeah, they're good. They're very good this timeless.
I like revisiting a cigar like I haven't had in 2-3 years.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Really fun. It's a lot of fun to do that.
Yeah, it's good because you kind of go back and you're like, am I just remembering that cigar through rose-colored glasses? And then you light it up and you're like, no, this is actually and you know, even with some time on it, you're like, no, this is a really good cigar.
Do you know where I get caught the most with that, rose-colored glasses bullshit? It happens to me all the time, right? For whatever reason you got in your head, man, oh, that movie is one of the greatest movies. It was
I was just gonna say, fucking movie.
Oh, yeah.
I get caught on movies all the time, and then I force like one of my kids to finally watch it
Yeah.
or see it, and then you're sitting there like,
Yeah,
and you see they're not entertained, and you're seeing stuff.
yeah.
This movie's actually not that great. What the fuck,
Yeah.
And you get that old memory. It's like, where the fuck was I thinking? But it happens to me with movies all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, 90 inches of snow. Forget that shit. No, thank
Yeah, hard
you.
pass.
I don't miss that crap. I don't miss that shit at all.
Yeah, I saw some post. I didn't verify. I saw some
literally
post a couple days ago that Ontario, Canada, was going to be the coldest place on Earth sometime this week, and I'm like, that doesn't sound
Really?
pleasant.
Speaking of Canada, don't you got some kind of beef you're blithering about before the show?
Yeah, you guys are talking with Terrence, and first of all, I will say, for all the razzing I give Terrence is a very, very knowledgeable man. That
Yes.
man knows
Oh,
a
yes.
lot. I think I know a lot. That man knows a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
things about a lot of things.
Except cheese.
You guys were talking about currency and the topic of Canadian currency having the Queen/King on it came up, and I was walking the dog at the time, and I was doubled over with laughter when Abe's like, "Fucking King, what the?" And I was howling. It was hilarious. But yeah, we've had the Queen on our, and it's not like a forced thing. I think it's just the country really loved the Queen. She had a special relationship. People really loved her, and so she's been on our currency as a sort of a homage or whatever since the 30s. And she'll still be on our 20, because I was saying to Coop in the green room that if the Royal Canadian Mint said they're pulling the Queen off the 20, there probably would have been like literal riots in the streets, because the King is not particularly well liked. For a long, we could do a whole show on Princess Di and the King. But yeah, he's going to be on the coins. So he's on the back of the coins. But the Queen remains on the 20. So yeah.
So to all our fans out there watching now, and even Alex and Coop, I'm just curious, do you really care whoever is on the I think shit has changed a couple times. I know the dollar's changed a few times, from Sacagawea to this to that, Susan B. Anthony. And I think they've made already, or they're going to make a change to one of the bills I heard. I can't remember, but do you really care?
Nah. I mean,
No, I don't give a shit.
I don't
Do you want to
give
know
a shit.
why I don't give a shit? Mostly too, I feel like George Washington probably would have been like, "Fuck no, we're not putting our faces on bills. That's what kings do." I just don't even, you know what I mean? I just feel like from the start we went south with that. Bills, so I don't give a shit who's on it. I'm just glad we still accept it, and it still
Hold on.
has
I got a
value.
question. When did paper currency, or when did coin and currency come about?
Coin currency? Oh,
or
God.
paper, where they started putting presidents on there. When did that happen?
Oh, you mean like
the
U.S.
1800s?
presidents?
Well,
I mean, the
I have a
first bills
question. I have a
I got
question because this is actually interesting now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember in 54 years of my life, whether in school, whether in history books, or whether in anything, seeing any other kind of currency than the currency I know now.
Well, there was.
Does anybody know what currency other than gold and silver outright?
Yeah, well, you would have had.
If there
you
was
would've had
a
a-
currency.
There were state currencies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you would have had. There was paper
first
notes.
state.
that-
Virginia had a currency. Remember, there
Yeah.
were different cuts. Virginia had a currency.
Yeah, it
Delaware
wasn't
had
a-
it was like local. Yeah.
Well, let me kind of just, because so you made a comment about the currency. We're going through a big currency redesign in the U.S. in the next year. So one of the things that's changing is the $20 bill. They're going to put Kennedy on it, from what I understand.
Yeah, I knew some bill was
Yeah,
changing. I
but
heard
it's going to be a
Kinda cool.
complete. I mean, it's going to be the biggest overhaul in currency design in our lifetime.
Well,
It's a big-
Canadians are just laughing. You guys can't figure out rounding math. The pennies is somehow some sort of complicated thing. I just shake my head like, well, we never. I thought we resolved this in the second grade. Like, what are we talking about?
It costs 4 cents to make a penny.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And,
Yeah.
and like, what can you buy with a penny? Like, a penny used to be, you could hobble together a couple. I'm going to sound like Alex here. You could hobble together a couple pennies and buy something. I mean, you could take an entire fistful of pennies in your hand and you can't buy squat.
Yeah.
True.
The big.
I don't
thing-
know. Maybe
yeah,
I'm old school.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just my generation. Maybe it's that my dad was an immigrant, whatever. But I don't like it. I'd rather have the penny.
Hmm.
If I got fucking 4 cents coming, I want my 4 cents. If I got 2 cents coming, I want my 2 cents. I'm the guy who'll still pick a penny
Well,
off
you
the
get-
floor.
You get 5 cents though, Abe. So it's a better deal for you.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, no.
The
You know?
reason I don't like it is because I feel like it's just a start in the direction they want to head.
It's a
First
1,000%.
goes the penny, then goes the nickel, then goes
1,000%.
change. Then it's like, nah, why do we really need dollars? And everybody has this digital currency that the
I
government.
mean, I think that's inevitable. Maybe
Yeah,
not in our
that's what it was- that's
lifetime,
what
but
I mean,
That's
look,
inevitable.
we eliminated the penny in 2012. Cash is still around, but we've always been kind of digital currency forward here. I mean, I think like over 80% of people pay for stuff with digital currency and have for a very long time. But certainly cash is still like, we haven't really made any changes other than getting rid of the two.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We got rid of the $2 bill, which actually kind of pissed me off because I really liked our $2 bill. I thought it was pretty cool. And they replaced it with coins. And I cannot stand a pocket full of coins. You got like a personal safety device in your pocket. You could just whip that around in a sock and kill somebody. Because we don't have a $1 bill. We've got $1 coins, and we don't have a $2 bill. It's a $2 coin, and it's a pain.
It was
I like it.
interesting. Yeah, $2 bill was a big deal in '76
Yeah.
in the U.S. because of the bicentennial.
Uh-huh.
So yeah.
a couple key milestones here. Well, you know what really burns me the most about the penny thing too now is every time I gotta fucking give my kids money to make a wish, throw a fucking shit in a pound. Now I gotta give them at least a
Give them a
nickel.
nickel.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Cost me
Inflation,
fucking
baby.
Cost me 4 cents a wish. Anyways, key milestones. 1785, the Continental Congress first established the dollar as the official U.S. currency unit. In 1792, the Coinage Act formalized the dollar system divisible into 100 cents, created by the U.S. Mint, and authorized the first national coins in 1792. Pretty sure George Washington is dead by then. The first U.S. coins, including the first silver dollars, were minted in, anybody know where?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
Makes
In
sense.
1861, the first paper money known as
Still
greenbacks
operational.
was issued by the Treasury to finance what?
The war.
The Civil War.
Yep.
I think it was like 1789 or something when they put Washington. The first one didn't have Washington on it.
Probably not. Before 1792, early Americans used a mix of foreign coins, Spanish and British, other forms of exchange, including colonial paper money, tobacco, and shells. Shells, I'm going to guess ammunition. Maybe.
Yeah.
And now you know. The more you know.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You know, Does Canada still have, Gary Brooks wants to know, does Canada still have $1,000 bills?
Yeah, I was just commenting to Gary because this somehow weirdly coincidentally came up some weeks ago, and if I remember, and I'm going to get this wrong, but I think there's some limitation around, and it's probably drug related. I think they limited who can have the $1,000 bills. So like I've never seen $1,000 bill in person. I know they exist, but if I go to a bank and I've taken out large sums of money before, it's all hundreds. Like you don't get a denomination larger than $100 bill. So
a very sad story on my part. Not only have I seen a $1,000 US bill, I owned one for about 30 minutes.
Wow.
I did some auction back in the day, and this has got to be when I first moved here, so I'm like 26 years old, and they were auctioning off a framed, genuine US $1,000 bill.
That's cool.
And I fucking won. So I won this $1,000 bill that I was probably never going to use, and someone offered me $1,500 for it. I'm like, well, fuck, $1,500. I'm 26 years old.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Here you go. Took that $1,500, probably blew most of it in a strip club. Fucking wish I still had that $1,000 bill.
So I have a $500 bill in my safety deposit box.
Oh, nice.
From my grandfather. It has McKinley on it.
Oh, I would never give that up.
So I got it. Yeah, and I think they stopped making them like a long time ago. But it's actually in one of those, I don't want to say frames, but lucite thing. Yeah,
the lucite thing where you can't be damaged or whatever.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
From what I understand, I've heard various reports of what it's worth. It's worth more than $500, but it's not worth like what you would. I want to say it's somewhere around like over $1,000, but not much more than that. Yeah.
It's so weird because. So go ahead, Docs.
No, I was just gonna. It's kind of interesting that they killed off all the big bills, and now we're in the time where like they kind of would make sense. Like
I was thinking the same thing.
$1,000 bill back in 1920. You know what $1,000 was? It was probably like $100,000. You know, $1,000 bill back then was probably like $100,000 bill. What they needed that? Now, when I could actually buy things that cost $1,000, normal things. We don't have the $1,000 bill.
You want to know something even funnier?
Back then,
you want to know something even funnier? Back then, where the fuck are they going to go where they could use it and they'd have to change?
Well, no, who's going to take that, right?
So they made a $100,000 bill with Woodrow Wilson on it, but it was never released to the public. It was used to exchange money between the Federal Reserve banks. That was how they did it back then because they didn't have.
Right. There wasn't a digital. I was just thinking that. Yeah. Those were banknotes.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that your $500 bill has some increased value, but not a lot. And then you can get like weird one-off pennies and quarters and 50-cent pieces that have misprints or whatever.
There's a whole
like $20, $30, $40 for a coin. Like people are weird, man. People like what people will pay for certain things. It just doesn't sometimes make sense. I actually need to go through my pennies because there's a Canadian misprint penny that I might have potentially. Same thing. It's worth like $20,000 a Canadian. So not that much. But for a penny. Because someone will pay that for a penny. It's like, all right, man, you have too much money.
All right, here's some interesting tiddly bits. You ready?
Okay.
Abe loves ChatGPT. I love it.
He's into it now, yeah.
Alex is excited by my excitement lately.
I am excited by your excitement.
Who's on the $1,000 bill?
It's somebody goofy. It's like Grover Cleveland or
fucking Alex. Bingo.
Grover Cleveland. Goofy one. I did and McKinley. It's another goofy one. Who the fuck
McKinley's 500. I know that.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Two like not.
What do you think that a $1,000 bill, U.S. bill, is worth today?
From when it was originally printed?
Now let's go on the basis of mint condition.
3,000.
I bet it's not that much. I bet it's probably somewhere between $1,800 and $2,200 ish.
Alex?
Yeah, I'd say $1,500, $1,300.
I got $1,500 30 years ago.
Yeah, that's just because the guy wanted it, Abe. I don't know. I don't know.
See,
because what's a $2 bill worth? It's worth fucking $2.
$500 bill isn't worth as much as people think. I mean, people are paying more money for it.
So if you're talking mint, it's probably
Depending on whether it's certified, depending on the grade, depending on the series and signature confirmation, if it's a star note, low serial number or fancy serial
Yeah, I
number.
love their low serial numbers. Yeah.
Right. But depending on all those, the price of that build with no folds and paper in good condition falls between $8,000 and $20,000.
But that's
Oh,
almost
okay,
like
well,
if it's
that's
uncirculated. That's
right.
like a crisp one you're looking at.
Right.
It's
No,
mint condition.
no cocaine on
I
the
mean, that
$1,000
condition.
It
bill.
never
Yeah.
said uncirculated. It just said
Okay.
mint condition, no
Okay,
folds.
mint, yeah.
Yeah,
crisp,
no folds. Paper's bright.
No stripper glitter.
Still, man, 8,000 on
Yeah.
the low end.
Yeah. I mean, you'd be dumb not to take that deal. Come on, eight times your face value. Yeah.
I don't know if I told you guys, but I never order any of that collectible bullshit ever. I might have said this on KMA already. I can't remember. You know, all these special commemorative coins.
Oh, it's all bull. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
I bought a dozen of the ones it's out there on social media that says the last penny.
That was a bill. Yeah.
You know, it's like a penny embedded in a big like jumbo US penny.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
coin, and there's a real penny embedded. I just figured I'd give it to each one of my kids to keep because they probably will never see a penny for the rest of their lives for a while.
Look at this. Holy shit.
Have you seen the loony before, Abe?
I don't even know what a loony is.
So I mean, you probably find it cool because essentially our dollar coin is a sort of, it's the same idea. It's a coin stamped inside a coin, so it's actually a pretty cool design. So the inside is gold and the outside looks silver. And a couple years ago, for our Veterans Day is Remembrance Day, and so they did a poppy stamp in the middle of the coin instead of the gold, and it was pretty slick. It was a black background with a poppy on top. Anyways, I hate having coins in my pockets, but I think that the design is quite striking.
So,
Anyways, Alex, you're
listen,
saying
man, you know, to hell with $1,000 coin bill. We need one of these. We need one of these.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's the Chase
10,000.
one. That's the
Wow.
Chase
Yeah,
one.
that's a Salmon Chase one. $318,000.
What is that? A $10,000 bill?
$10,000 bill. Yeah.
The fuck! I didn't even know they made a $10,000 bill.
Yeah.
The problem is I'd be worried that someone would just seize it from you, right? Because that gets into like territory where they're like, you know, you somehow can't have this amount of cash on you for, you know, legal reasons, yada, yada, yada.
Right. But yeah, look, you could see it. Even the $1,000 bills range from 4,000 to 30,000. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's not as much. It's weird. Collectible coins seem to be on average way more money for some one-off quarter or nickel or a half dollar.
Well, you know what? The thing is too with the coins, like nobody doesn't know they have $1,000 bill laying around, right? Nobody doesn't know. But you may have a milk jug full of coins, and there could be a $30,000 coin sitting in that thing, and you don't even know it. You know what I mean?
Alex,
Yeah.
your camera's popping in and out of focus.
I saw that. I see it. I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out why.
Yeah.
You got the best setup out of all of us.
No, I saw me getting in and out. I need to shut off photos.
Usually the paper currency, it's more like what John was saying, or one of you guys was saying, it's the misprints that's what the collectible market is for.
Yeah.
There are misprints. Oh, they used to be a lot more misprints, and now it's almost impossible to misprint it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know when you first open a business and people give you money and they tack it on
Yeah.
the wall.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So when I first got the smoke in here in Tequesta, Florida, and we eventually moved it, it was stuck on the wall forever. So this thing's like smoke laden, whatever. But I got I got a $2 bill, but with the red stamp on it.
Ah, you see, that's cool.
Meaning it was the days when there was actually gold.
Yeah.
Representing the bill when it was made.
Right.
I wonder if I bring that bill in there, will they give me $2 worth of gold today? They're supposed to.
I mean, how much is $2 worth of gold? That's not even would that be
About
$1?
a slice of your fingernail is $2 worth of gold.
A sliver.
Don't breathe wrong.
There used to be these gold and silver certificate bills.
Yeah.
And the gold ones are really hard to get. The silver ones are a little easier to get.
Yeah.
And supposedly
Gold is currently 80 cents away from $5,000 an ounce.
No.
Look,
Yeah.
did you see the
don't even
last
watch
year and a
it.
half of silver?
Huh? What'd you say?
Did you see the last year and a half of silver?
Yeah.
They run the same.
It's
They run the
insane.
same. Gold and silver runs in. Yeah. What is an ounce of silver? What's silver spot?
About $100.
I think it's just under $100.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It was the first time that's happened. That was a big deal. I remember when gold hit $800 an
Hey,
ounce.
how long ago was silver $30? Because I think that's the last time.
Not that
Not
long
that long
ago.
ago.
Not that long.
Yeah.
Months, 2-3 months.
I mean,
No,
but
it's like a
maybe a
year and a
couple
half.
years, but still,
Yeah.
you're talking
No, I thought it was-
tripling.
It's not that long,
No,
Coop. I
I
had a buddy tell me yesterday, and I'm like, hey, thanks for the heads up. It would have been nice for you to mention this fucking 2 years ago.
I want to say about
Thanks.
22 years ago. Yeah, it was under 30.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, you've quadrupled your money.
So
There
all right,
you go, Jason,
Thursday
103.
in July it was $38.
There you go.
In October it was 50. Yeah, it was.
I
Actually,
told you it was. I remember it being 30 something last time I looked at it, like 38, $40.
Be careful. It's the speculators are driving all this up. So
Well,
Oh,
sure,
yeah,
but
it's gonna come down.
quadruple or triple your money, and then you sell and put it into something else.
I bought some what I call my apocalyptic gold stash during COVID when COVID first started.
Yep.
I bought not a great amount, but a decent amount of coin, and it was under 1,500.
Wow.
Crazy. If I would have only known.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Nuts.
At least I made some smart Nvidia decisions. I had to the wife thought I was a little crazy, but we finally did some Nvidia purchases when it was still going up. So
Yeah. And I told everyone buy stock this week, and I was right.
yeah, well, you see it.
You didn't
Intel's
tell
still
me,
rallying.
Cooper.
Yeah, I gotta get Abe on the group chat with that. Yeah.
Oh
You
my
didn't tell
God.
me, Cooper.
Anytime there's a market drop, buy. Trust me.
We
Yeah,
had
I,
Abe
I
in the group
never
chat.
have not made money on it.
Look,
Abe would
making money on
drop out
everybody's
after a day.
fear is always
Oh my
how
god.
the market works.
And I hear these people like, and I laugh. The only time I got maybe a little burned was at the beginning of COVID, where it didn't go up as fast as I thought, but that was it.
Listen, I don't mind those drops because the stocks I'm actually
Oh,
upside
my
down
goodness.
on. I'll usually double down during that time.
Yeah, of course.
And by the way, I can't take credit for it. This is the missus who's really sharp on this stuff.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, fucking Cooper.
There you go. Good job,
Oh
Coop.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You should put a ring on that.
No, I did. Believe me, she's like, she's aggressive with that.
I don't, my brother's always texting me
Yeah.
back and forth, and my brother's like fucking in and out every day. He'll buy a stock if he makes $2,500, $3,000, I'm out.
Oh yeah, we do a lot. Of
I don't
stuff.
got time for that shit. That's why I can't play. I just want to buy shit, throw it in there, look at it 4 or 5 times a year. It's going in the right direction. I'm all right.
Well, yeah. Like if you had $1,000 of Apple stock from 2000, right? It was in 15 years, you would have made like $500,000 or something like that. So for long term, as long as you forget about it and you don't touch it, and it's not some crazy company. I mean, long term investment will net a lot of money.
I remember everyone was unloading their IBM stock when I worked for IBM in the 90s.
Right.
I stuck with it. There was nothing to lose with it. Yeah.
Well, there was
How is IBM stock? Because I have obviously they have a lot of facets to the company and whatnot. But like when you think of technology today, IBM was the technology name when I was growing up. IBM doesn't come to mind. Are they still as big a player in the technology?
Their stock's about $300 a share.
Oh, shit.
The company's completely different. They've gone into this AI cloud stuff now.
And that's up like from $100 in 2021, So no.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they made smart business decisions. They pivoted when they needed to pivot. They
look, Abe, and they're consistently, they're not
like Kodak.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not spiking either. They're just consistently
going up.
But they've had the last 2 years. They've had an incredible.
That's a solid line. It's not.
Yeah. You see.
It's not like it just popped out of nowhere in the last couple.
Alex,
months.
did you see that Reddit post of that guy who got a bunch of money from his grandmother, and because his grandmother passed away, and he threw it all in Intel, and everyone was clowning on him, and now he's probably more than doubled his money if he didn't sell. And everyone's like, well, I guess we owe that guy an apology because he got Intel at 21 something. So $500,000 or it's like, I think it was like $350,000 in Intel stock.
Yep. Laughing to the bank.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did that go up recently or just over time?
Yeah, it's gone up really the last year or 8 months. Yeah, I think it's hovering around just under $50.
Yeah.
So,
But Abe, one of the reasons I don't work for IBM anymore is they sold off a lot of our products.
Yeah.
So when I was selling, and actually that's where I am now, is with the company that bought a lot of them.
Oh, wait, you know what? Speaking of selling, Cooper, that brings up an interesting topic. We discussed a little bit of a sale in the KMA chat this week, huh?
Yes, we did, and I can.
Oh, you guys.
The Glizzies.
The Glizzies are going. All right, Cooper. What is going on here? Nathan's Hot Dog has sold to Smithfield.
Yeah, so there's a little bit.
It's a Chinese company.
It's a Chinese company. So a little bit of background is the original family that owned Nathan's, the Herdwinkers. I forget what it was, but John, you probably have the exact name. But they sold it. It's not that the family sold it now. They sold it back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So there was another. They sold it to another group, and now Nathan sold the franchises to Hatfield. Hatfield, was it?
Smithfield.
Smithfield. I'm sorry,
Smithfield Foods, yeah.
Smithfield, yeah. And basically, Smithfield was already making the Nathan's hot dogs and distributing them.
Yeah.
So now they have bought the franchises on top of that, which will be interesting to see if they keep a lot of these franchises open. They said they're going to keep the one in Coney Island open. I get that. But I think you'll see a lot of the franchises consolidate here because I think those franchises don't do as good as people think.
Cool $500 million sale there. That's almost seems like real money.
Yeah. But this was a big deal. And apparently they're still going to keep the headquarters in New York, it sounds like.
And they're still doing the hot dog competition, they said, or at least they've committed to.
If folks have never gone to the Nathan's in Coney Island, it is completely different than any other Nathan's in the country, is what I'll tell you. It's very unique. Yeah, they have the clam strips there. They used to have the chow mein sandwiches. They had frog legs from time to time. It's a very different menu you're going to get there. And it's much better. Whatever it is the quality is much better there.
Sure. And plus, listen, I could see though, outside of Coney Island, I could see those franchises not doing well. I mean, I don't think I've ever been to a Nathan's hot dog. I'm looking for the umbrella outside Home Depot. It's where I'm getting my Nathan's.
Well, and there's a lot of different. A lot of them are kiosks, like the Starbucks, right? So like basically they grill some Nathan's hot dogs on a portable grill, right? A lot of them,
right?
And then there's there's some of the full franchises.
There are some, right?
Yeah, and they have a larger menu.
Yeah, I did notice in the notes there they said, and it's weird math, but they said that the price per pound of hot dogs has actually gone up 20%, which is part of the reason why they
did that.
Went through the sale. Yeah, which I mean I don't know why lips and hooves are up in price, but it is what it is.
It's the casings went up.
Yeah, maybe.
But the best is those Nathan's crinkle. They make the best crinkle fry in the world. You get the little pitchfork.
So you know what's funny about that, Coop? Laura and I. So there was a sale. There's a sale at the grocery store on crinkle cut fries. They're selling them for like $1 a bag, and I'm like, and there were piles of them. And I loaded up, and I said, it's so funny. There are people who cannot stand crinkle cut French fries, and I'm like, I don't like. It's as a guy who has weird texture aversions to some food, I do not fathom why some people will only eat straight fries. Some people will only like curly fries, and some people can't stand crinkle cut fries.
I like them in all versions. Steak fries.
As long as they're done right.
As long as they're done right, I agree.
Nathan does it. Whatever they do, they make them a little more well done. There's a little more oil on them. They're really good.
Fry must be crispy on the outside.
Yeah.
Fluffy on the inside. That's basically it.
You almost need to double drop it.
Really. Crispy outside, make it fluffy mashed potato on the inside. You got to fry.
Yeah.
All right, quick impromptu trivia question. 2025. How many $1.50 hot dog and soda combos did Costco sell?
Fuck.
Oh, like units or dollar value?
Yeah. Units.
Oh God.
$500 million.
I'm gonna take the. Oh hell no.
I'm gonna say 150 million.
It's got to be over 100 million. Yeah.
Abe, you were a little high. 245 million.
Okay.
Jeez.
I was higher than I thought. Still, yeah.
245.
And he vowed he would never ever raise the price on that.
Well, because it gets people in the store.
No matter what.
Yeah.
That will always stay.
And it's a good hot dog.
Yeah, it's a good hot dog. It's not cheap.
I don't think I've ever had one. Now I'm tempted to get one next time I go.
Abe, it's solid. And I've heard there's different variations of them because I don't know if you guys, Mitchell Santaga, John from Vancouver. Yep. He was showing me pictures. They're like different.
And all the Canadians.
Yeah.
I didn't know Mitchell was from Vancouver. That explains a lot now.
Yeah.
That's why he's so friendly and nice, right? So
Now I
polite,
get
so
it.
nice.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
So talk about price.
All right, wait, one more,
Oh,
one
go ahead,
more, just because I
one
was
more.
curious.
How many yards is
$4.99 rotisserie chicken.
Oh, they sell. I think they might be the largest purchaser, and I remember hearing this. I think
I
they're
believe
the
those are
largest
chicken.
purchaser of chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe
Like
so.
like you think of all the chicken places, all the fried chicken places. Costco blows them out of the water in terms of volume.
Based
That's
on your hot dog number, I gotta say it's gotta be at least 150 million.
Yeah, I'll say about that too.
I'm going to say 75 million chickens.
You guys were very close. 137 million
Okay.
chickens.
Whole birds.
Like
Whole
just
birds.
And they lose money on that one too.
130, and they lose money on it. Don't care.
Yeah, and they lose money on it. Yeah.
And they lose money because they get people in the store.
Million. Yeah, it gets people. In the
Yeah,
store.
dude, it's a $6 chicken or whatever. And they're good chickens. Like
Yeah.
you can, yeah, they're
Yeah.
good chickens.
The
So-
Kirkland chicken.
Fuck, I forgot.
137
So
million.
talking about prices and stuff like that, it's funny, and I always say this because I'm waiting for somebody to tell me another thing, and no one ever does. But in 54 years, there's only one, and there might be some obscure shit, but I'm talking about mass use stuff. There's only one industry, one product, one item that I could ever think of that's actually a fraction of the cost today than it was 30 years ago. Like a fraction.
Wow, you got me thinking on this one.
I can't think of anything else. Ever since I first thought about this, which was probably about 10, 15 years ago.
Well, I mean, being a huge nerd, it's storage, but that doesn't really.
No,
count
why
because-
storage? Storage, fucking, they charge you outrage.
Well, but storage per megabyte, storage. You have a.
Oh, you mean computer? Man,
Yeah, computer storage.
Yeah, RAM's a lot cheaper.
Well, it was.
Well,
It was. Now,
but I'm talking
now
about
RAM's
major. No, pizza's way more expensive.
No, food in general is not. Food is actually not kept up with what it should be in terms of advancement and efficiencies. It's going to be something weird.
I gotta say, maybe television.
Technology caused it.
Yeah, I was going to say technology is probably.
Technology caused it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Printing.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
I've
point.
been printing my
Mass
whole
printing.
life, man. Back in the day when you first got into business, you wanted 500 business cards. It was like
Yeah,
fucking
crazy
$200.
Oh yeah.
$250. Now you get 5,000 for 50. Digital printing. Yeah, it's killed.
I was going to say it was digital. That did
Digital
that.
Yeah.
printing killed, made everything so cheap to make, and changed everything about printing.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
I've been in business long enough where I used to have to get shit offset printed, and when digital printing started, I'm like, what? You're gonna make me 5,000 flyers for what?
Yeah.
$50, $60? How is that possible? Yeah, digital printing, fucking.
Yeah,
get the
digital, I mean,
yeah.
dollar definitely lower. The only thing I would say maybe kind of like that, and it's not necessarily lower dollar, but lower dollar value for the type of things like technology, computers, TVs are
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
less. Although but no, printing it's literally just less money. Period. Overall,
Just
not
less
even with-
money, insanely
like,
less money. It used to
TVs
cost
cost
an arm and a
more
leg.
than they did, but they don't cost. They cost
Right.
less. As
Yeah,
opposed to-
proportionally. Yeah,
Proportionally,
you're getting the same television roughly, just bigger.
Right.
All right,
Yeah,
we're
but
going to go to break, everybody, now. And when we come back, it's going to happen. Everybody watching KMA Talk Radio will be the first people to see the official Great Smoke cigar that has been made from us by Arturo Fuente, Carlito Fuente himself. This was his project. And we're going to tease it right when we're going to show it, not tease it, right when we get back after this short break. Oh, wait, I got to do the commercial. I forgot all about that. Hang on.
Oh, I figured you were geared up. You were.
I was
you were in
sidetracked.
it.
Hey, guys, let me find. Here we go. And we'll be right back.
Imagine not choosing Monte Cristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. The difference between us and everyone else is in our DNA. The flame of Monte Cristo never extinguishes because greatness is more than high ratings and exceptional cigars. In greatness, there is history, development, and constant innovation. Choosing a Monte Cristo is not choosing the easy way. Choosing a Monte Cristo is deliberately choosing the best option. Since 1935, we have strived for excellence. Our brand is backed by thousands of pickers, bunchers, rollers, salespeople, and aficionados like you. Choosing Montecristo is more than simply choosing the best. It is joining a family that believes in greatness. It is knowing that Montecristo evolves with the times, but still maintains our values and storied traditions. Choosing a Montecristo is choosing not to settle for less than the best. Lighting a Montecristo is taking a trip down memory lane, yet enjoying the moment and getting excited about the future. Imagine not choosing Montecristo. Imagine not choosing greatness. Now our story continues. Without forgetting where we came from, we are creating the future, one blend at a time. Here's to the past, present, and future. Montecristo. Then, now, forever.
Surgeon General warning: tobacco smoke increases the risk of lung cancer and heart disease, even in non-smokers.
Honest Abe here with the GOAT to tell you about Smokin's Cigar of the Month Club. Alex, tell our fans out there why our club is the best darn club out there.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you why. Because every month I personally handpick 5 premium cigars. No filler, no fluff, no fugazis. These are all premium, handmade, name brands that you can find in any brick and mortar store in your area. All delivered to your door for $34.95. And our average monthly retail value since the inception of our club has been almost $57. Another great feature of our Cigar of the Month Club, Alex, tell them about the ease of our Cigar of the Month Club. I'll tell you, I hate subscription services. It's always a pain to cancel them, turning them on. We've made it super simple. All you gotta do is log into your account. There's a little green button there. If it's green, you're active. You want to take a break, you're going out of town, simply hit the button and you'll deactivate your membership. Want to turn it back on? The exact same easy process. You can turn it right back on. We've made it that easy for you. Another great feature is our Double Down Club. Alex, tell them about the Double Down Club. We had so many of our members reach out to us who really enjoyed our selections every month. They wanted to know there was a way they can get 2. And we've made that very simple. With a simple check mark, you can get double this great selections every month and save $10. Does our club have perks? Of course it have perks. You want to tell them about the perks? As a member of our club, every month there's a special discount code where if you like any of the selections, we will offer them to you, so you want to come and get some more, you can get them at a special discounted rate for our Cigar of the Month Club members. And finally, expedited shipping. Tell them how fast we get the stuff out, Alex. We get the stuff out on the 28th of every month. Our membership bills on the 28th, and we get every member's package out on the 28th if it's a shipping day. 5 great reasons on what makes Smoking Cigar of the Month Club the best club out there. Check it out. Peace. Hey, I really appreciate you doing the video with me. Thanks.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I mean, you didn't let me get a word in, but whatever.
What?
Yeah, that went great. It's perfect.
All right, welcome back to hour 2 of KMA Talk Radio, everyone. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh.
A sneeze.
Nice job on the sneeze button.
Thank you very much. Welcome to hour 2. We are back, and this is the moment I think a lot of people are waiting for. And I think once this is posted and get out there, it's going to get a lot of shares, I guess. And, you know, I think I talked about this last show. God dang.
Never once for you. Never.
But never once, no. Usually there's one more around
sneeze.
Yeah, one more around the corner. You know, this really is, I mean, look, we've had tons of microblends, tons of special projects, and obviously one of the most unbelievable ones was the Great Smoke 2021 Opus X digital experience release that Carlito made for us. When I approached Carlito, obviously, you know, the whole world was in a crisis, so everybody knew the need to try to do something fun digitally. And, you know, I never thought in a million years he was going to make an Opus X. And I was just happy he made us something special, Fuente branded, you know. And, you know, when I asked him to do something in for the 20th anniversary, I tell you, man, he did not play. He took it to heart. This will be, without a doubt, a milestone in my career. But this is what will be released on February 4th. So if you have a Great Smoke ticket, virtual or live, doesn't matter. It exists in your account and you'll be able to access the TGS store. This cigar will be dropped on February 4th, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right during the broadcast. My man Alex and I will be there, and Carlito will be joining us for that broadcast, and we will drop it live to all TGS ticket holders. You will need to be a participant in the Great Smoke. So if you don't have a ticket and this is something that you're interested in, you will have to either get your virtual or live ticket prior to this drop. Do not wait to do it that night. For this one, especially, do not wait. But go ahead, Alex. Slap it up.
I can put it up now? Boom.
Ooh, look at that gloss.
So that is very cool.
That is.
So, yeah.
I couldn't.
Is that pink? Is that a pink?
It is red from the photo, two-tone, red and cream. The bottom half is cream. Nice. Obviously, it's made by the toy maker. It's signed on there. This is under their XXX branding. There's a XXX on the box, and there's a XXX on the cigars inside. Yeah. And let me just tell you something. The inside is just as amazing as the outside. Sure. And you can see there's a bear and a lion. On the cover. He's got the greatest show on earth moniker on there. He has TGS up in the corner, and he's made a very, very special seal for this box, which includes my face.
I'm looking at that.
No kidding.
Beyond an Opus X box.
I hope you signed that carefully. The agreement.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at the band. So the band, I'm trying to think if it looks a little lighter, John, than a regular Opus X band.
Yeah, it's like
and you talking
logo.
about?
I'm looking at the logo, not the band.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, it's like a it's like a cream red.
Yeah, but it's not an angel share. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, he has so many little iconic things that he does for various projects, and this one has a lot of elements of a lot of them. The cigar does have a white ribbon on the foot. Very interesting. I can't even.
It really came out nice. Yeah.
There it was.
There was.
Yeah. Number 3. We should.
The only guy who's more anal about attention to detail than Abe is.
There's nobody that works at this kind of level, in my opinion. And
I could not get this out of Jose either. So.
Well,
if he saw it,
Jose is a one-way information machine. Jose takes information Jose does not give information.
Right. Oh, that's true. But he was down in the DR. That's why. And I was like, yeah.
So, Coop, what have you heard about the sale of the Opus to Smoke In? What's going on with him?
if you want to start a frenzy, somebody could screenshot that moment and start sharing it in all.
I'm sure it's already being done.
Places.
Wait
Like I
till
said,
the emails start
we
pouring
have
in.
way
How do I get a
more
ticket?
the amount that we had at the green boxes. But I think the demand is going to be a lot higher than the green box.
Yeah.
So
Well, this is also a big milestone too. So
it's a big milestone.
Yeah.
And we're going to contribute a portion of every box sold back to. I didn't even tell Carlito this, so I don't know if he's watching, but I might have just ruined the surprise. But we're going to donate a portion of every box sold.
Carlito's going to be at
to
TGS.
the Cigar
right?
Family Charitable Foundation.
Is Carlito at TGS?
Yes, he'll be there.
Tell him he better get his hand warmed up because there's going to be a lineup of people wanting him to sign the box.
When he was there last time, and he was there, he stayed and made sure
we had
he
to
met
drag him to the stage.
Yeah.
He didn't want to not people were coming. He didn't want to leave people.
Yeah, that's how he was. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting year for the Great Smoke. We also have a very special presentation, and I'm going to tell you something. I might have went a little stupid on this. I won't even share what the cost is, but there's been a handful, it's less than 10, or maybe it's right around 10, of companies who have supported and participated in the Great Smoke since the first year.
Wow.
And we will be presenting them. There'll be a special presentation of recognition for that support over the years. And let me just tell you something. I looked at what everybody's done. One of the coolest ideas I thought was what Dave Garofalo did at one of his dinners when they gave everybody like this platinum album or gold album in a frame, just like you get. And I thought that was cool. So, how do you one up that? I mean, we looked at a bunch of shit because you just don't want to give them a plaque or a trophy that just looks like shit. But we fucking topped it hands down by far. Sorry, Dave. It is so stupid. And it involves Room 101. Matt Booth is making a custom piece that he has been going nuts because we didn't give him a lot of time. Oh, wait till you see this. It is going to be absurd. I've only just saw the molding done in process now. And Matt, I love you, bro, but he is not good at timing. And he is not good at deadlines. I'm going to tell you that. And,
but at least
who is in the cigar industry?
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to deal with STG.
Yeah, it's not a cigar side
one
project. It's totally
so
his side project.
You got to tell him TGS was in November and not.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be upfront and honest, man. I don't even know if he had that much time. We really got to him late with this when I came up with, and that's usually how our ideas come. We run out of every idea, and then we just think of something so absurdly stupid, and say, "I wonder if we could do that." And I think it was actually Kevin Shahan who reached out to me and said, "You know what? You should talk to Matt Booth." And because I think I was bouncing ideas off him for a while, and it's going to be really cool. What we're going to give out is going to be something I think every manufacturer is not only going to appreciate and be like, "Wow," I think it's going to adorn everybody's office or showroom.
Golden Guns. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Golden Guns. Oh man. So, do we have a name? That being said, we hope that all my teasing and whatnot wasn't for naught, and that it was as impressive as I said it would.
Very nice. Really good
pretty
job.
Slick. Yep.
Yeah, it lived up to everything. You didn't drop the ball.
Cool. All right, Alex, we have a would you rather name that jam?
We do have a name that jam.
All right, well, let's just run it with the regular intro. Our video person is really bogged down working on Great Smoke.
It's TGS time. I get it.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, but let's run it. It's time to test our musical acumen and see if you can name that jam.
All right, Abe. This is your chance. This is your chance to redeem yourself.
Hold on.
Never stops in the studio. Listen,
this is toned down because I saw him when it was the arms were moving a little more.
I was trying to tell my daughter something, and literally I figured during the break when you played the video, I could talk to her, and then she got up and walked away.
Nice.
And then just came back and I'm like, 2 more seconds was all I needed.
All right, Abe.
let's go.
This is your
I'm
chance.
listening.
This is your chance to redeem yourself. Here we go.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses, evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction. In the fields, the bodies burning as the war machine keeps turning death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds.
Wow.
Abe,
If you don't get
I
that,
got it right away. So this is way easier.
Yeah, this was.
Yeah.
an
I
easy-
know it's way easier for you. I figured for you especially, just because your wife is
Yeah,
Black Sabbath.
This
oh,
Black
is she
Sabbath.
really?
Oh yeah, especially War
Yeah.
Pigs. I know that's. one
Oh,
of
no
her-
kidding.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something.
that's why I was wondering if Abe was going to
He
get this.
actually, I guess they used to do Ozfest here in South Florida.
Oh, very
And She
nice.
used to go to Ozfest every year.
No kidding.
Every year.
That's
She used to
cool.
go to Ozfest. Yeah, as soon as I heard the first line, I'm like, oh, I got this one.
Yeah.
By the way, the intro that this every week is cool. This week was also very cool. Someone in the comments said it sounded like the NYPD Blue intro, and I agree. It's got that cool, you know.
Yeah, this was like how I put it in, like 1984 radio reading guy type of
Yeah.
old school.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. It was good.
I mean, that's an iconic song, right? Like for all of us, you know, I'm sure we've all heard that album hundreds and hundreds
You
and
know,
hundreds of times.
if you use lyrics that weren't right at the beginning or whatever, it might have been a little bit harder too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was like right at the start of the song. All right. Well,
Well,
that-
I needed
job.
to get you back in.
yeah. I was getting kind of a little depleted and what does he call it? Like just so like, you know, all right, I can't do this. It's no good.
It's deflating to go up against Coop, you
Deflating.
know? Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
word
and
I was-
that's- The only time I get the edge on Coop is when it's hip hop. So, you know, that's really the only time I have a shot at Coop.
Yeah, you'll get
If
me
it's
on hip hop.
classic, if it's classic or recent rock or pop music,
Country, you can get me on
I
country
could hold
too.
I could hold my own with Coop, but if it starts getting dated shit,
Yeah. Country's
Come on.
tough.
Country's
Not
tough.
that I,
I
not
mean,
that
I
I
don't-
dislike either. I just listen to less of it. Yeah.
yeah.
So, anybody curious? The app I use for this is called 11 Labs. But I'll tell you what's interesting. I got to look. I'm just not that I would use it because I'm sure it's ridiculous, but you can actually license voices on there. Like you can license Morgan
kidding.
Freeman's voice from 11 Labs.
and they charge
Yeah,
you.
Of course, you're licensing fucking Morgan Freeman's
I'm
voice. They're
curious-
absolutely.
Have you ever looked? I'm curious what that.
I
is.
haven't looked, but but I'm gonna look and see like what does it actually. But I would assume you probably have to submit, like, you know, they're not going to let you, like, you know, license Morgan Freeman's voice to read Urban Dictionary fucking definitions and shit.
Yep.
But yeah, I got to look. I'm curious, actually, what they charge for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Worth
curious. What I'd be curious to see who goes for what. Like, you
Right.
know, like, because we've used voiceover guys in the past for KMA, and like we used this one really good guy. I was like, yeah, I won't do a Morgan Freeman. I mean, he can because you know Morgan's pretty hostile and like they hunt it down and they get it. So yeah, I bet you he charges way more. Be interesting. Coop, how's the news look this week?
We got some news this week. It's
You
not
got some-
light. It's not light. We have I think 6 stories actually. So
I can't tell. Is it a serious question or a fake question?
I don't know if he's asking who the guest is or whether who the image of the actual person that was used, like not me, but the actual image in the background, who that was.
Image in what background?
Well, in the promo image, it had a guy, and then my face is sort of transposed on the guy,
No.
wasn't it?
yeah.
No.
And the
Thought it
intro
was-
in the thumbnail?
In the
Yeah, in the
thumbnail?
thumbnail.
Wait,
Now I gotta see.
Where's the thumbnail?
Maybe I'm wrong. It's been a week. I cannot tell you
what I thought.
how
That's
much
what I
I got
thought.
devastated at work this week. It was a week.
You know, if it is, I'm going to be annoyed because I've given this guy the images that you sent to me.
Oh, my face is there. I just think there was another image up and to the left of me of another guy.
What?
Yeah, I thought so.
Where? Wait a minute.
That guy
Yeah, right
on
above
the
me.
upper left. Yeah, the guy on the upper left.
Oh, I think it's
Oh,
making a
that's just
surgeon funny.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a surgeon. That's
You lost
that's some stock art he probably fucking
Yeah,
got
some-
somewhere. That's funny.
Right. News?
Yep.
You know what?
Are we newsing?
I have a list of all future TGS themes. This might make the list.
Jay's listening from Nicaragua, by the way.
Oh,
Jay
nice.
doesn't show us.
That's
That's
right.
loyalty. That's loyalty.
Oh, I heard from a fellow Grumponian that it's kind of been a real shit show down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said this is a study on how not to do an event.
Listen, I go to the Pro Cigar for a reason. It's a very good event.
Yeah, Pro Cigars run very well.
I haven't been to the Pro Cigar in 3 years. They did a good job when I was there, so I can't comment. But yeah, Pro Cigar every year is just getting better and better.
Do you know I've not been to a Puro Sabor or Pro Cigar, if you can believe it?
You've been to Habanos. You've been to Habanos, all right?
Yeah, I've been to Habanos. No, I haven't been to Habanos.
You've been to Partagas.
I used to go to Partagas. Yeah, I was at Partagas so many times that it is people won't appreciate this reference, but you used to go to the Partagas lounge, and the way you sort of made it is if your image was in a photo on the wall in the lounge of Partagas. That was sort of like, you have arrived. And for whatever reason, there was a crowd shot when they did it in the central square of Old Havana. It's kind of this cool building with a church. And for whatever reason, he goes to take the shot from behind the crowd. And I happened to turn around and look at something just as he took the shot. So I'm the only face in the entire crowd that you can make out. And that happened to be the photo they put up on the Partagas lounge. And I'm like, baby, I made it. I made it. And no one knows who I am. No one has a clue except people who know me. But yeah, it's my claim to fame.
Damn right it takes precedence. I haven't been to any of those festivals, not a one. And honestly, oddly enough, I really don't have an interest.
It's very different than a TGS. They're just different festivals. Because these are more national cultural festivals is kind of what the theme is with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been back since 2019, so and I don't know that it will be. Honestly. Pro Cigar and Pure Sabor would be cool.
Anybody a Hell's Kitchen fan?
Of course.
Like the show.
Did you watch this recent season? Did you watch the final episode?
I'm way behind.
Yeah.
Way behind.
Travesty, injustice. Normally, I think in all the, I don't know what season they're on, 18, 19, something like that.
Sounds right.
I've kind of always known who was going to walk through the door.
Right.
At the end of that series. For the first time I've ever watching the show, I think it was absolute. There's no universe in which that call was made based on merit. There had to be something else.
Somebody had their thumb on the.
I don't know, man. There had to be something else back there. There's no way it was big. And it's really funny because you know how he does that little stupid thing where after he reads the comment cards, which I'm sure he doesn't read any of, and then he walks up and he looks at the 2 pictures on the wall that haven't been burned down, and they go through a memory lane of the whole season. Like, just that part alone, where you see this one of them is praised every single time as being exceptional, and this other one's, all right, she was on a chopping block, like that made it even more like 100%. And then the other person walked through. I'm like, how is that fucking possible? So for the first time, I was really a little. I watched it last night. I'm still a little disappointed on it, and I don't want to give it away because you haven't watched it yet. Yeah, but you'll know why. Yeah. You'll know why when you see it. But.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about this before, but I've been cooking since I was 6 years old. So I've always I used to watch all the Bourdain stuff from the very start. I used to watch Iron Chef. I've watched all the Hell's Kitchens. I've watched all the Kitchen Nightmares. I love that stuff. I actually prefer the European Kitchen Nightmares because
me too.
He's
so
not
much
dick.
better. It's not cheap for the crews coming in, remodeling the whole shit.
Yeah,
I've always said the original Kitchen Nightmares was way better.
Way better.
Way better. I'm the same way.
He actually looks like he's trying to help them, and then they look like jerks because they don't want his help. And he's like, well, what am I doing here if I'm not here to turn around your restaurant?
I mean, listen, I really believe he generally is out there trying to help people, but it's so polished and refined here in the U.S.
Yeah, it's got to be a TV show now.
Yeah,
it's got to.
He never converted a restaurant. The best they clean the kitchen and the cooler. Of disgusting shit. But yeah, I mean, I loved his earlier episodes, and I was disappointed. So you've never thought about going on MasterChef?
Me? God no.
You just said you were 6 years old.
Oh no, look, I know my way around a kitchen. I can handle a chef's knife, but no, the level of, I mean, my techniques are so sloppy these days. The first time I'd be on there, I'd go to do a roux and I'd break it and I'd just look like an idiot on national television.
Let me tell you something. Every time I watch that show, I say, there is no way these people know. They have to have prep time and days. They got to
come on. How are you coming up with the recipe and in a half hour?
That's what I'm saying.
Come on.
A lot of that shit, they've never cooked.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to let them know in advance what they're going to kind of be doing and give them time to study up or even practice. There's just no way they're walking in cold fucking doing some of these dishes. No way.
Look, you can tell right away just by the way they're holding the chef's knife and just by the way they chop stuff, or if the first time they have to take the skin off the back of salmon or whatever, you know immediately how much practical experience they have, because someone who's done that 1,000 times, it's just a reflex, right?
Absolutely.
Man, let me tell you, that was something. When I was a teenager, I worked for a little while in the fish markets in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
Where all the restaurants would come by. I literally worked from 4 a.m. to 12 p.m. That was my shift.
Yep.
But I worked in the fish market, but we had two Asian guys in the back who they were probably samurais in Japan.
Right.
The way these
Just
guys,
machines.
I mean, it's like just like a conveyor belt, like the skin, like it peels off. That they were samurais. These guys were fish samurais.
That's hilarious.
I think we were going to do news about 20 minutes ago.
We were.
We got on a tangent. It happens.
We got on a tangent. It happens.
All right. It's time to find out this week, all teaser and rumor free, what's going on in our cigar industry. It's time for the scoop with Coop.
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Cooper.
All right. Let's kick things off in the accessory world. There were some accessory releases this week.
Oh wow! I can tell it's going to be a great news segment. We're starting.
I like accessory reviews, man.
One
is great. One is fucking great, and I hope
one is really good. Yeah,
because it's a redesign of a great lighter that had some flaws.
Yeah,
or a great cutter. Anyway, go ahead.
Yep. Well, the first two come from Quality Importers. So we'll start off. Quality Importers is doing their Chinese Zodiac release for the year.
They had one in accessories.
They've been doing it for since Year of the Dragon. Yeah, so they're doing a Year of the Horse series. With 4 items. They're going to have a 20-count desktop humidor. On the left, they have a Cigar Caddy travel case on the right. And then you can see they have the Zycar Perfect Cut, XI2 Perfect Cut, which is something that hits a little close to home, and a Palio lighter. So they have that whole swag bunker thing. They basically are taking existing products they have, and they design it with a Year of the Horse thing. It's an affordable series if you want it. I mean, these items go between $40 and $75, depending on what you want. So
put that picture back up.
Here we go.
Meh.
I was expecting more.
Meh.
I don't disagree.
It's kind of like a premature ejaculation.
I think it's really hard to make the travel humidors.
You know what the problem is?
Well, the travel humidor is
it's
such a weird, ugly, not really sexy looking.
You know what the problem
anyway.
is for me? You know what the problem is? It's too close. So it looks like if you can't afford the DuPont, this kind of looks like the DuPont.
Probably.
Right.
It does, but the DuPont has detail,
No, but that's my point. This is like because it really looked, but it's like.
But it ain't that expensive either. So if you're into
that's the point. This is if you can't.
Yeah. If you're into it, yeah.
You know,
I don't know, but like, who buys that unless you're born?
I'm going to tell you something. Sometimes you just got to
right?
have an eye for something. Okay. So I'll tell you outright. In fact, Steve Saka actually said, "I'm proud of you."
Oh.
We made it. Obviously, we're making a Year of the Pausers coin.
Right.
Right. And I'm just going to be honest. Tom and Michelle were very, very uncooperative about getting us fucking photos. Like, I didn't get any really good photos to really use in the coin and whatnot. And, we're getting pressed on time. We just kind of got this best rendition we could of it. And I went with it. Had a lot going on. I said, I showed it to them. Of course, they were fucking too nice to say anything. Oh, yeah, looks great. Thank you so much. You know, being them nice and sweet as they are. And we went and put it in production. Now, before, usually when we order a lot of coins like this, they'll take a photo of one coin they actually made. Because, you know, you get the digital art, but the digital art won't express the tones and the whatnot and stuff. So
you really see how the texture looks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to see the physical version.
I saw the one side came out great, and then I saw the side of theirs. I'm looking at this thing, and Steve already said, you know, when I showed it to him, because Steve will usually be outright, he goes, dude, that looks great, you know, and he'll actually get jealous of some of our work. And I could just tell by his response, it was like, yeah, okay, good. You know, all right. And I looked at this, and I said, you know what? I don't give a shit. I'm not making that coin. And I literally, so went back to my graphic artist, told him what we needed to do, how we could try to change it. And it's a very hard process because you're working with a metal and you're trying to express facial features and tones. And Tom's got a beard. Michelle's got hair, which is like impossible with a coin. So, and this is when I came into Alex the next day. I think I showed it to you, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. And because I've gotten stupidly just recently in the Chat GPT. I spent 2 hours on Chat GPT working it as a mentor, tweaking it, doing it, and finally got a version. I thought, Jesus, this looks good now. And the problem is that technology hasn't caught up, which I'm sure they're working on it, where, great, here's the image. Now give me the vector file. So I don't have to give it to my artist to go make it vector. So
that's what we were talking about last time with printing. Yeah. You got to know how to work with vectors.
And they'll get there, I'm sure. They gave it to my artist, made it vector. And let me tell you something. Like I showed it to Steve. He's like, wow. You know, because it's another mold fee. And he's like, that's what we do. I don't care. There was no way I'm going to make it. So like in respects to that quality importers, right? I get it's inexpensive, but you got to have an eye at some point. You just say, yeah, I'm not going to put that out there. We could do better than that. And that's kind of the feeling I get when I look at that package. It's like, I think he could have done better than that. That was that story. What else you got, Coop?
All right, we got another release. This is from Quality Importers. They have a new Paleo quad tabletop cutter. So this is the
one Alex looks excited about. He's shaking his head.
I love it.
Well, and here it is.
I love it.
So it's gonna have it cuts four different there's 4 different cuts on it. There's 2 straight cuts, 2 V cuts. One's a 52 ring gauge on each, and one's a 60 ring gauge on each. And it kind of has this you kind of press down on it, which I think Alex, the old one had a lever, right?
Had the lever, and people would cut their hands because they.
Yeah.
That's why I love this. Because that was the best lighter. It was the best cutter. I'm done.
Well, no one's stealing it from your counter. It was always great.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right. But we had to ban it because the way the lever was situated, people would
it was at the top.
Here, people would put their cigars in, and a lot of them would have this floating pinky. So if you're cutting it in this hole here, your pinky was slowly being lowered in the 4th hole, and they chopped their own.
Is the difference between engineering design and human design, right? It's that gap between you got to know how people actually use it to understand where the flaws are, and you can't do that on paper.
This totally alleviates that problem.
The only issue I have with this is it was a high price point for a Paleo product, $250.
$250?
$250. That's a little high. Yeah. It seemed high because Paleo again is always a low end, not low end, but a more budget friendly
or affordable.
Yeah.
And like in reality, I feel like I want retailers to buy. This is like how many people are buying a 4 cigar.
I'm going to tell you right now. It seems like this is a shitting on quality day, but it's not. I am absolutely not a fan of this fucking product or design.
Why?
Practicality, right? So I'm walking through everything in my head, right? First off, imagine, because you know where we used to have our cutters, it's going to sit on that counter, right? And maybe for a guy like you, it's a lot easier. But the visual of dropping it straight down, you know where you're putting is a lot easier than trying to see where the holes are 5 feet lower than my eye level, right? And then you got to put a little pressure on there to cut it, right? Now, this may be why it's more expensive or not, but I haven't seen it yet. But
it's got to be heavy.
The pressure of pushing down pushes it into the counter. Now I got to push it and make sure this thing doesn't slide as I'm pushing it down. Now maybe you hold
Yeah,
it with your
that's-
hand, maybe because you know you got to put enough pressure that you're going to move it, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So maybe you hold it with the hand that's pushing the lever down, holds it in place. But I just don't like the front. While it makes completely logical sense for you not to stub your finger, the eye level and being able to see putting my cigar in centrally just seems like it's good. You're gonna have a lot of people bending over to do it and whatever. And I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, the only thing that, like I said, when you do that, you have to also kind of get that in perpendicularly, which is
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
When you're doing it upwardly, you can see it's perfectly perpendicular.
Yeah,
How am I going to see it 4 feet below my eye level?
Yeah, that would have to
Until my cigar's not going in there like this or like this.
It would have to, like for us, Abe, it would have to sit on that top lip, where not on the counter lip, that higher lip. That's
even
where
that top lip is not high enough, really.
no, that top lip. It's
Well, for you,
it's better than. No, it's better than it, bro. You can fucking look down a little
that
bit.
top lip is only 4 inches higher.
Regular sized people, my
but
friend.
it's
Regular
up
sized
around,
people.
4.5. It's like 5 feet. That it's not. That
No,
far
it's
off.
not. The counter's
Maybe not
32
5. No, it's
inches.
not
Add
5
4
feet.
inches.
Yeah,
You're at 3 feet. That's it.
No,
this is what happens when you're a giant of a human
three,
being.
It's at least 4 feet. That counter.
Brother.
Yeah, the counter's
32
not
inches
3
the
feet.
counter.
It's not 3 feet. It's not 3 feet. That counter.
So the other thing that's interesting is on the bottom they put a rubber gasket so the thing doesn't slip. Because that was my other.
So that's what.
But still, I think, like to Abe's point, that's the part I've been doing a lot more cutter reviews lately, and that getting those angled in is always a key thing.
Yeah,
It's even with the perfect cut, it's a little tricky sometimes.
I'm
to
not
do it.
saying that's a shit product, or I'm just saying I'm just not a fan of it.
Yeah, especially the only problem when you're not, especially with like a torpedo. If you really like misangle torpedo, you really start fucking it up.
Yeah.
Alex, how tall are
Take
you?
too much. 5'6".
All right, so you're telling me you don't think that counter is 2 feet from the top of your head down? You work on a register, bro. It's about your. If
Not
you're
the top
5'6", 3
No.
feet is where that
Not
counter
that-
is. It's about 2.5 feet.
Not that
Oh,
top lip.
gosh.
It's about 4 feet.
No, bro.
Yeah.
4 feet. 4 feet. It'd be up to your neck.
No, it
It'd be
wouldn't.
up
My
to
head
your
is not
shoulders.
18 inches fucking long, Abe. What are
I'm
you
saying
talking
is,
about?
if you're 5'6",
Yeah.
4 feet is
It's 18 inches.
Right. So 18 inches means it's around where your chest is. You're telling me you think that counter's right here on you?
It's like here. It's
And
like
you're
here.
ringing people up on a register like this when you had to ring people up? Come on, bro.
What are you talking about? Yeah, dude, it's up to here. The fucking counter ain't, the keyboard ain't down here. You don't ring people up. It's up here. Yeah. I'm telling you, there's no way. It's about now. I'm telling you, there's the lip is higher than you think it is. It's not. It's probably
John,
6 to 8
Alex
inches.
is not a regular sized human.
I'm an average size human.
Average.
I'm a little bit below
Little
average.
bit
size
below
human.
average.
What's average male? 5'8".
5'7.5". Yeah.
Is it 5'7.5"? I thought it was
Yeah, it's just a
That's what I'm saying.
hair.
I'm a little bit
Canadians.
below fucking
Canadians are
average.
slightly taller. I think our average is 5'8.5" or something like that.
Oh
but-
no. Okay. Average height in the United States 5'9". Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'm
not
not
that.
too-
Okay, well, there you go.
5'9".
You know, I have 3 boys, and
That's
it's
America though. That's just the U.S.
3 boys.
What is
2 of
it,
them
what
are
is it in
short.
China? I'm curious.
Oh, I bet it's like 5'5",
Yeah.
5'6".
I have two. I have 2 that are like 5'6", and I have one who's 6 foot. So
Don't look up the
wow.
Scandinavian
That's the
countries. 'cause
mailman scoop.
What?
Scandinavian countries are like
yeah,
6 feet or 5'11" or some
Yeah.
nonsense.
yeah.
Actually, China's 5'8".
That's
No
not
kidding.
bad, actually.
I'm surprised. Because I tower over most guys who come to Canada from Hong Kong or China. I tower over them, and I'm an average height guy. So
Wow.
Yeah.
What is with Vancouver and all the Japanese people?
well, because okay,
Like literally,
without
I
getting
thought when we landed in Vancouver, I thought I landed like in Japanada.
yeah. Well, they used to call it Honcouver because Vancouver was basically the. So I'm not going to get into too, but like if you're Italian, you go to Toronto, right? Like Toronto has so many Italian people, it might as well
you
be
went to
Sicily.
the other one if you were Italian.
What's that?
I thought you went to the other one if you were Italian.
What's
Not
the other
Toronto.
one?
It's a little more what? What's the
Not
other big
Quebec.
city?
That's French.
You talking Montreal?
Montreal. I think you went to Montreal.
No.
A lot of
No, well,
Italians
there's a
in
lot of
Montreal.
there's a nice big sized Little Italy in Montreal. It's really nice, but Toronto is Italian central. But if you're
Toronto's
Asian,
fucking Jamaican Central. which is
it is now
fun.
Jamaican
but
Central
makes
now, but same
historical
thing.
sense. It seems odd, but when you think historically, you're like, oh, it makes sense.
Yeah, same thing. So
Right.
once you have a community established, right? It's just people say, okay, where do you want to go? Well, you go to Vancouver because they've got the second oldest Chinatown / established, Japanese, Korean, Chinese population in Canada. So you're going to go there because you're going to see everybody, family, cousins, whatever. That's where they live. So you're not going to go to Winnipeg, Manitoba, because there's no Asian people living in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I mean,
but it's also like the westernmost big city in Canada.
Yes.
Like if I was coming from China that way, that's where I'm.
That's right.
Probably
I want to say
coming
it's
into.
the top 3 city in Canada.
Yeah.
It's all the way west, right? That's west.
It's
Coast.
all the way
Like,
west. Yeah. So like somebody
so it
said,
makes
and
sense.
Donald said in the comments, you're flying direct you're flying the other direction, direct to Vancouver. Plus, and nobody really thinks about this, winters in Vancouver are easy mode, right? You're not getting sub-zero temperature, sub-freezing temperatures. They don't know what winter is. So it's, if you're going to come to Canada, that's about the mildest climate you're going to get.
That's one thing I will say I really liked about Toronto. You can basically walk the entire downtown underground.
Right. Yeah.
It's actually really cool. It's really cool how they did that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that. What happening?
What else you got, Coop?
All right, one more accessory. This was an interesting one. There's a company called Les Fils Lams. They're a French company. They are actually distributed by Oliva. And they have some interesting products. And one they had is a dog tags shaped cutter. Yeah. And basically they have now released a money clip version of that. So it's a cutter and money clip.
I love this.
Yeah, they have good products actually. Fred's I know high on these products. It's called the Tag Clip. So you have
this is good functional. This is good functional. I'm not
Right.
wearing a cutter around my neck.
Right. I
But
think this is
good
better.
functional.
I could put the cutter and my money in something there.
Right.
These are going to go for $120, but the quality of these products have been good. I've used a few of their products. They have one of those knife cutters, as they're famous for.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. I know Abe doesn't, but John and outside of your I know I'm going to a cigar shop or cigar. Do you travel with a cutter in your I travel with a lighter in my pocket, whether I'm going to a cigar shop.
I always have a cheap cutter. I always have a cheap cutter.
Do you travel?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, travel usually means getting on a plane, but
no, I mean when you're day to day, do you put a cutter
going
in
out
your
for the
pocket?
night. You're going on the town.
Generally, no, because there's really no opportunity for me to smoke, right? Because it's always like I'm the only smoker usually, and so my opportunity, it's it's cold all year round or half the year round. So it's like if I'm gonna have a cigar, it's gonna be at my place. So I generally don't leave the house with a cutter or a lighter on me. But if I'm in the States, I always have a cutter and a lighter in my pocket. It's wallet, cutter, lighter.
In the States. Well, that's
In the
what I'm
States,
saying.
always.
For me, like regular, it's wallet, knife, lighter.
Right.
But I don't grab cutter. You know what I mean? But this is functional, and this it's my money clip. I have the cutter with me now. I don't have to carry an extra piece. I'm already carrying the cash anyway.
Yeah.
You know what's weird is I'm more likely to have the cutter in my pocket than I am the lighter, and only because I don't want to be borrowing some weird slobbed on. You know what I mean? It's just
absolutely That's why this is nice when you go into a shop. Cooper,
I never use
question.
somebody else's cutter.
No,
the
absolutely
important question, Cooper. How much?
Yeah. 120.
That's not bad.
Yeah, for them.
For them, yeah.
They have quality products. Their products are very good.
Because their knives are their knives are up there, I think.
Yeah. The knives aren't really my thing to cut with. A lot of people do like them, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a knife guy.
Yeah,
I don't see the process.
What do you do? You kind of got to hold it flat and bring it over.
It's good on a torpedo, actually. That's the one thing I've seen work on well. You get a nice cut on a torpedo, but
man, I'm with you, Gary. I don't like shit in my pockets. I'm with you. I hate shit in my pockets.
Yeah, I can hear that too.
But that's my point. If it's my money clip, it's already in my pocket.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I think it's cool and functional.
That's why I thought as well.
Yeah,
they had one that went around the neck, and I'm not wearing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not wearing a fucking cutter chain. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't care if it was 18 karat gold. I'm not wearing a cutter chain. But then DuPont kind of did the same thing with the chain lighter.
Yeah.
But that was mostly for women. And if you're a woman in this industry, I could see how that's cute. You might have thought that was
but
nice.
You know what the problem was, Abe? It wasn't even like a real torch flame. It was like the little
regular
cigarette. Yeah.
Regular Flint Flame, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything
What
else
else?
you got going on, Cooper?
Yeah, we got some more. This is the time of the year where it's the free agents in the world of cigars start signing. So Crux Cigars, which is a company based in Minnesota, they make some really good cigars. They have named a industry veteran, Chip Goldine, as their vice president of sales. So Chip,
didn't I just see him somewhere else like 3 months ago?
He went after
Ash.
Chip was with Ashton,
Like El Septimo or something.
Yes, Chip was with Ashton for decades.
Yep.
Then he left.
Went to El Septimo.
Willingly or unwillingly. And
nobody gets fired in the cigar industry.
Landed a job with El Septimo. Completely built that company to heights unimaginable. And now he's going to go to Crux to build that company to heights unimaginable.
He had an interim stay with a company out of the Cayman Islands for a while last year. This Cayman Cigar Company, very small.
Oh, yeah. I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, but now he was at the trade show with Cayman, but now he's with Crux. They definitely needed a VP of sales, so we shall see how that works out.
Any other trades?
No other trades this week.
I got a trade for you, Coop.
Okay.
Oh.
I have a trade for you.
Okay, let's go.
I know we wouldn't talk about it, but it fits the segment. I thought you said we have trades. I thought there was going to be more than one.
No, I just said this is this week's. We did one.
Now my camera's going out of focus. Am I looking out of focus?
No, you're fine.
A little bit.
You look fine.
Well, it looks a little bit out of focus.
You got the green screen.
I wasn't going to say anything, but this person already put it up on their LinkedIn profile. So it was really funny because I got a message from Alan Rubin. I literally called him up on Messenger right away. I'm like, how the fuck do you know? Like, half my company doesn't fucking know this, and how do you know?
Oh, I know this one. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, you someone on your end.
Dude, you fucking guys preamble like ridiculously.
Where do you got the fuck go for another fucking 13 minutes?
What the fuck?
Let's enjoy the show. It's Cigar Life.
Alex, this is what it's like in a group chat. Coop will say, "Do you see this thing?" And then it'll be 20 minutes before I get a link.
But I don't know if anyone will know this person. I don't know if anyone will know this person.
No, a lot of people won't. But her resume and background is amazing.
Fantastic. I've dealt with her. Yeah.
Yeah, we Christine Bedkowski has joined the Smoke-In team, and just a little background. A little, yeah, mine too, Alex.
Hey, no, you got it. You got it. It's all good now.
A little background of Christine. Christine literally worked for Lou Rothman in high school. Got a job. Actually, she went to high school with Lou's daughter and didn't even know it when she got the job. It was her friend's father doing JR Cigars. Worked through the ranks, went up to e-commerce, and I think for the last 4, 5, or 6 years, she's been the head director of the whole e-commerce side of JR Cigars. Yeah. And now she's a member of the Smoke-In team, which I'm so pumped and excited.
She's great.
To have her join our team. I think she's very excited to join our team. Had a little conversation with her this morning, and I think that's a very significant trade.
Yeah.
Do you have that on your application form, Abe? Who is Lou Rothman? And if they can answer that, you already.
Well, listen to me. I mean, listen, to be with, he's in town now, so we're going to go to dinner. But, I get to spend 20, 30 minutes or even like a dinner with this guy. Fuck, man. It's always amazing. Just the stories, not always business stories, just even the life stories between him and his wife, Lavonda, right? I couldn't imagine working 30 years alongside that guy.
I mean, the amount of stuff you'd pick up would be insane.
Yeah. So I'm very excited for the future of Smoke-In and hopefully the impact and growth that we'll experience in e-commerce.
Yeah, no, she's great. I dealt with her with JR for a while. Yeah, really great. That was a great acquisition.
And I actually called Lou about her, man. He had nothing but amazing things to say about her.
It was awesome. Yeah.
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 So,
I enjoyed working with her. Yeah. So I'm glad.
Very, very, very pumped up. It's not the best time right now to, orient and bring somebody in, but she's up there and in another level. And I think she can't, she was supposed to come down. She was actually, her flight was to be here Monday. And
it's in Jersey, yeah.
The Jersey snowstorm, but this girl already wants to get the site running. She wants to do an audit. She goes, if we don't lose power here, I'll just do a whole audit on the site while I'm here.
Yeah,
she's hitting the ground running, man.
This is this is a good move for you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. Yep. So this is the first time I've shared it, outside of our core team at the shop.
Abe, do me a favor. After the show, pack your camera and bring it to the shop. I just feel like there's probably drivers that got to be updated to this because we use the same exact camera and it's happening to both.
Well, this one is broken. I got tape holding together. I got a new one coming this week. So this one's
the same one?
Yeah, same one that you got,
right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It must be drivers or stuff because I've never had this.
It's happening to both of us a little bit today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We use the same camera. It's
probably a firmware. Cursed.
It's probably a firmware update that's gonna.
So,
Yep.
What else you got, Coop?
I got two more stories. Let's see if we can do both.
We'll get him in. We'll get him in.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this is an
We
interesting.
got nothing
one.
after this, Scoop.
Yeah,
No,
I think-
no tail of
okay.
the tape this week.
New season
Don't
hasn't
tell the
started.
tape. New season. New season hasn't started.
John's like, fuck.
I've got
He
my
had one.
10. I've got my 10 already.
I
Happy
knew
on
you
before
would.
the- you
You'll
come
be
back
on
on
bullet.
before the end of the season.
These things
All
take
right.
months to get through.
Well, especially now.
Right.
Right.
So we've been talking this year. I think this is going to be the year of the America 250 cigars. Because it's 200. So we're actually going to do an over under on our show at some point. How many America 250 releases is going to be?
Oh, I already heard. Was this in one of our news segments? We talked about this. JC Newman's doing
We
something.
saw JC Newman's
Okay.
doing it. I've heard some other companies, but there was another company that announced United Cigars. They do those firecrackers. So they announced, and I thought this was kind of interesting, the angle they went with this. They're coming out with their Independence Day firecracker for the America 250.
Nice.
But they're doing it with a company probably most people haven't heard of. I thought the packaging was really cool on this. They're working with a company called Arnold Andre, which is actually a German company that has a big factory in the Dominican Republic. I've been to that factory. They do have good cigars in terms of their premium, but they're doing the Firecracker 250 for United, which I thought was interesting, going with a kind of a German company for
German company to do the American
Very
250
odd.
cigar.
Very odd.
Yeah. But the packaging really looks sharp. That tin, I kind of thought that was really cool how they did that.
So curious. Your thoughts, but has the firecracker lost its luster?
They did too many. Yes.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
did too many.
I just want to know if that was my personal experience. Or you guys
now they're
shared.
coming. The Bandolero, which is selected, is coming back as well. That was one of the best firecrackers they did.
That was a
But I
good one.
think the problem is they set the bar early with a lot of those firecrackers with LaFleur, Pepin, Pete. So it's hard to kind of keep going back and getting that same level, is what I'm saying.
Well, but see, here's the problem. If you want to keep, and this is why we really don't revisit a lot of micro blends, right? Because if you want to keep doing a theme like that, especially doing annually, they're all not going to hit.
They're all not going to hit you. Yeah.
And then what you do is you create a few meh cigars.
You know what Aaron Lewis says is if everything's good, then everything's average.
Yeah. I mean, the last they did the Perdomo one was really good. The Bandolero, which is coming back, was really good.
Was good. The foundation
But
one was really good too.
The foundation,
did-
Yeah.
Perdomo did a good job.
Saka did one, and it became Tricky
Oh,
Chaka.
yeah.
So So
Of course it was.
yep. So that's coming out in June. And then the
Okay.
last story I have, this comes from Selected Tobacco. It's an interesting story to keep an eye on. The guy who owns Selected Tobacco is a guy by the name of Nelson Alfonso. He's based in Spain.
Super nice guy.
Super nice guy. And he basically has been making most of his cigars in Costa Rica. And what they basically has done, he's been aging the tobacco in Spain, ships it to Costa Rica. The cigars come back from Costa Rica to Spain, where he ages them some more. But now he's building a full-scale factory. He's actually opened up a full-scale factory where he's going to start rolling cigars there. I asked Oliver if they're going to move any of the Atabay stuff there. He said, no, that's not the plan, but there's going to be newer stuff that's going to be coming out of there. And it's a 5-story facility in Madrid. If you look at the top, that's a smoking lounge, which actually
you go.
looked pretty slick, actually. Jay Davis was there, and he was raving about this place. So,
Of course he was.
Jay Davis gets around like he's
Yeah, he
the
gets around.
CEO of fucking Tabacalera International conglomerate.
Oh, I'm putting in the work at Pro Cigar this year.
We bust on Justin. I think it's time to start busting on Jay. I think
But
Jay's
Jay
got
will
a
admit
lot
it.
more
But
world
Jay
travel
will
than
admit it's a
Justin does.
vacation. Jay will admit it's a vacation. Is the
I
difference.
know, but shit, like he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's in
Jay
Nicaragua.
is the modern day savoir faire.
Yeah. So, so he'll be a Pro Cigar with me as well. So
I've never heard of the facility. No, I've been there. It was great.
I was here. Well, they're also going to be, and he's also growing some tobacco there, which we're seeing Spain. Last year General did the Macanudo with the Spanish tobacco, so something worth watching, because I thought that Macanudo was actually pretty good. That Spain Macanudo, so something to keep an eye on. I guess he's going to start now doing some rolling there. I don't think they've started doing full production there yet, but they have a rolling area, so it'll be interesting.
Wow.
And that's our news for this week.
And for more information and always staying up to date with cigar industry news, rumor, and teaser free, please visit our dear friend's site, cigar-coop.com. That being said, John, you want to do a would you rather? You got a would you rather? You got Canadian would you rather? Would you rather freeze your ass off in sub-zero weather, or
Yeah, I mean we could do a weather related one. That'd be kind of fun. That's an easy one.
Throw it out
Come
there.
on.
See what you got.
All right. So this week in Would You rather be the receiving end of the snowpocalypse ice storm or a hurricane?
Hurricane.
Wow.
No,
I
it's
would
a
say
shame.
I would say the ice storm because I don't have to
I'm taking
evacuate.
I'm taking the ice storm.
Really?
I don't have to
Yeah, I can fucking, just dig in at home and be warm and just not go outside.
Yeah, you have
Hurricane,
to-
I may have to
Hurricane,
leave.
man, you have to.
That's what you do during a hurricane. You dig in at home. Don't go outside. Then you go to the hurricane party right afterwards.
Yeah, but there's never been a snowstorm where everybody's got to evacuate. You know what I'm saying? Like a hurricane
Yeah,
can
that's
get
kind of
there.
where I was going with. Yeah.
I've lived in Florida for 30 years. I haven't evacuated once for a hurricane.
All right, but you ain't had a fucking Cat 5. Like shit could go bang.
Hold on, we
you know
had
what I mean?
Cat 5 hurricane.
Not, but you didn't sit through a Cat 5 going over your fucking house. No, you didn't. No
Yeah, I
way.
did.
Which one?
There was a Cat 5 like a couple years ago, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
not that long ago.
Were you in a
No.
mandatory?
It's
Were you in a
2023, I
No,
wanna
there
say.
wasn't.
There was a
Fuck,
Cat
there-
5 in
no,
the
there
last 4 or
was
5
not.
years.
Andrew
pull
was
it
the
up.
last
We
one.
haven't had a hurricane since I've been here. Everyone missed. So fucking Cat
Hurricane
5.
Michael 2018.
But that hit the
Which
west.
was where?
That hit
Yeah,
the west.
that missed us completely. That was the one where we were all buckling down for fucking nothing. And
We didn't
Michael
evacuate.
hit us
We didn't know
hard
it was
with the
gonna come
wind.
here.
it wasn't a Cat 5. It didn't hit us. We were not even in the evacuation.
This is a spicy Would You Rather. I hit the
Man,
mark on this one.
I didn't leave for Francis. I haven't left. I don't know about you, but I've been here for a lot of
Abe,
hurricanes.
were you ever in a mandatory evacuation and just stayed?
No.
My
No.
dad was in it with Sandy and refused to leave
No.
because he was worried about his cars.
Now, recommended evacuation, but never mandatory.
Yeah, he refused to leave and stood guarding his cars with sandbags during Sandy.
The audience seems pretty split on this one. This is kind of interesting.
Your biggest was probably.
No, I'm the only one that wants. I'm the only one that would stay for a hurricane.
Your biggest was probably Wilma.
I thought
probably.
Francis was the biggest. I was here.
But Francis hit, from what I remember, didn't
Yeah,
Francis
Francis
kind of come
missed
late?
us.
No, dude. Francis went right over my store. We Port St. Lucie. We didn't have
Oh,
power
wait,
there
yeah,
for
no,
2 weeks.
2004.
It hit New Orleans after it passed us.
The one I hear about from people in Miami is Andrew.
Well, Andrew was before I moved here. Andrew devastated everything.
Yeah.
But Andrew was also the cause. Andrew destroyed a lot of stuff that was built early on.
Yes.
You can't build a swing set in a park today that doesn't withstand 140 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
Every new home comes with 135 mile an hour storm windows, treated. You don't even have to cover your windows anymore. And then when the storm is done, the storm is done. If you got power, you're lucky. If you don't, people are outside hanging around the neighborhoods. Gas stations may take a couple days or two to get up. Blizzard, man, you're dealing with that shit for weeks.
So
Yeah, but you don't have to
what?
board up. You don't have to board up
I don't have
windows.
to be lucky to have power.
Yeah.
That's
I got
because
news
you
for
got a generator.
I got news for you. Christine lost power last weekend from
Who the fuck is
snowstorm.
Christine?
The woman who's coming down from Jersey.
I don't give a fuck about Christine. I lived in Philadelphia for 27 years. We didn't lose power from fucking snowstorms.
It's rare.
Listen to me, it's happened.
Tell Christine
It
to
just
get her
happened.
wiring checked.
It just happened to her last week, and during the digital experience,
Yeah,
the
tell
guys
Christine
in Texas, all lost power.
Even Montreal lose power during ice storms. Believe it or not.
Never lost power from snow or ice once ever. Biggest thing I worry about is your heater freezing over.
I don't know. I've lived through blizzards, and I've lived through hurricanes. My opinion is, I take the hurricane.
Wow. I mean, you were in blizzard territory, Abe.
Blizzard of '79. I still remember it.
96 was the big one.
I was
in
a
New Jersey.
child, and I still remember the fucking effects of Blizzard of '79.
Yeah.
Couldn't get out the door of the apartment complex for days. The snow was so jammed in, they couldn't even get to clean the fucking walkway to the door of the apartment complex.
The interesting thing I saw in New York is the mayor announced that they're going to have virtual learning on Monday, right? So growing up in New York, they never, ever would close the schools. But
No
like in the
such
last,
thing as a snow day.
no such thing as a snow day. But the last 10 years, that's
Really?
changed. But the mayor said, hey, you guys are going to do virtual learning on Monday. That's the plan. I was like, that was interesting. That's kind of a change back to how it used to be.
It's going to do
Speaking
virtual
of
learning.
New York, I really, all I got was a snippet. I haven't had time to read anybody. But did you see that thing I sent you about the guy running for governor in Florida?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that. Usually you're the one who keeps me up to date on this kind of shit.
Yeah, I saw.
I don't know anything about this guy, but I love this guy already.
I don't.
I don't know anything about him.
I don't.
I just love the fact
I don't
that
like that at all. I don't like that at all.
Why?
That's king. That's well, who are you to tell? This is a fucking free traveling country. I got to pay you to come move in the state. No, fuck you. That's not. Government can't tell me that. Fuck you. I'm not with that. What's more taking away my liberty than that? That I have to pay
taking away your liberty.
Yeah, it is.
Hold on. That's
No,
different
fuck
than
that.
going
That's
to
bullshit government
That's no
overreach.
different than out-of-state tuition for college. Same shit.
What do you mean?
You want to come?
Okay,
to
you
the
don't have
state?
to go to the college. No. This is the government. Out of
Hold on,
state.
you don't
If a
have to come
college
to move-
chooses,
you don't have to move
if
to
a
Florida.
college chooses to charge more, a private institution. Now you're telling me I got to pay you to move to Florida?
Bro,
Fuck you, government.
I got
You
news
can't
for
tell
you.
me that.
Colleges aren't private institutions.
Yes, they are.
They're state-run.
Okay, but still,
Oh.
it's an institution. No. You're telling me the governor of Florida is telling me I have to pay the state to live in. Fuck that. No fucking way. No way anybody should go, especially if you're a fucking Republican and you want to talk about freedoms and liberties, but you're going to get on board because that the government will charge you to move out of state. Fuck you.
Charge you to move into the state.
Yeah, fuck you. Who the fuck are you? This is the fucking United States of America. We're not sovereign fucking independent nations. Fuck
Does he have a
that.
shot, this guy?
Fuck no, not with that kind of shit.
No, but I'm just saying. I think there's some.
I don't know. There's I would assume there would have been we got a fucking black gun toting lieutenant governor. That's awesome. The lady. I was surprised I didn't see.
Wait,
her.
we change who we're talking about now?
We're talking about the governor. Yeah, but he's got to win the primary, is what we're saying. The guy runs for governor.
Like I said, I don't know nothing about him. Someone just said
No, but he was asking who do we? Yeah, no, this was Florida shit though. But no, I'm totally against that.
I don't know. Government taxes and all kinds of bullshit. What the fuck's the difference? That's
exactly.
no different.
That's you know what? That is exactly the problem. Everybody says, what's the difference? And then we're giving away fucking.
I mean, there's no reason why we should be paying fucking a lot of the taxes we pay. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not like, what's the difference? No, that's terrible.
Anyways,
That's
on
a
that
terrible
note, thank you for joining KMA this Saturday.
You got to get with Drew Estate. I'll remind Marissa.
No, I did. I told them. I told them already. I told them it's now up to them. Yeah,
they were all in the festival probably this
now
week.
They got to go through legal. They got to go through legal.
Like literally. I already talked to them. I texted him like right after the show last week. And I talked to him during this week about some other thing, and I reminded him. Actually, you know what? He did mention to me they're going to have everybody down at the festival. He's going to try to get a bunch done while he was there.
Oh, nice. That'd be
so
cool.
That's what he
They've
did
been
tell
mixing
me.
it up.
Okay.
I got to give him credit. They've been mixing it up. Different people. Got to give him credit.
No, Ernie's great. I love Ernie Watson.
Yeah.
Ernie's our guy there, and he's great, But it is a lot of Drew Estate red tape, no matter who you are at that company. So unless you're Jonathan or whatever, but there's a lot of red tape. Either way, I got to run. I got a lot going on this weekend. Thank you for joining us, John. Thank you for being a guest here.
Always a pleasure being on. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Alex, everybody have a great weekend. Until next week, everybody, keep it lit.